Alright. And yeah, I think we are live. So yeah, as you can see, the screen, I am in the center of it, and we have the logo here, but that's for a good reason. Wait, I think the mic is too high. In this game, we see Maddie, and we need sensors, so yeah, these are the best sensors I got. It's myself and my own logo. So yeah, there you go. We don't want to get demonetized or kept under the radar by YouTube, right? So I'm sorry, guys. I have no choice. I have to do this. So, with that said, let's start the dating game. Hey guys! Alright, we play Nile's Date. Alright, and Murphy's Law. Wait, I just have to check if we're safe. Okay, age content is off. We're sure about that. I don't want the channel being taken down. Alright. No, not the store. Go back to the dating game. Alright. Don't worry, sooner I'll be putting the my camera back to the upper left of the screen, and I'll be removing my logo. We just have to get the what do you call that, Maddie scene through. We go to Nile. Let us start the date. Alright. Okay, you can't see the captions, so basically I'll just read them. So dude said, I like to think of myself as an optimist. I try to look at the world as though the glass is half full. With that in mind, this job is turning out a little more intense than I had first anticipated. I finished tonight without too many problems, but it's taking a little time to get used to where all the rooms are and what all the clients are looking for. So yeah, he's speaking as us, the player. I think basically that's projecting. The game is trying to say, hey, you're the security guard, you're the player. So yeah, basically that's it. It takes even more time to get used to how the girls operate, but the doors are holding up well. A few smudges on the glass never hurt anybody. Okay, yeah, they're trying to get in. If you've played or you watched me played the nightclub, yeah, they're trying to get in. That's what he's referencing, when they're like, doing that, the screen door. Alright. At the very least, finishing up a shift here in the club is infinitely less stressful than my old job. I swear sometimes I still hear that doll squeaking when it's quiet. Oh, so he's also the security room guy, I think. With enough practice, I think I could really make a life for myself here.
Hey, sweetie.
And this is why I need the sensors. Maddie says, hey, sweetie, can I talk to you? Sure, Maddie. You're nice. I almost faint. I don't know why I thought that the girls would honor the end of the shift. Part of me genuinely thought that once that clock hit 6, they just stopped existing. Whoa, hey, hi. Aren't you meant to be? I don't know where they go. No one ever told me where they're supposed to go. It's not my job to get them there, right? Somewhere, room, cage, storage closet. And then, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's Maddie, okay. Sensors are working, just making sure we don't want to get taken down by YouTube again. Alright. Maddie giggles and steps further into the room. Even when I'm standing, Maddie still towers over me. The kitsune's ears stop just shy of scraping against the ceiling, and her white hips barely fit through the door. Thick, extra thick. Hi, Casual Gaming Nostalgia. Nice to see you again here. Again, thank you for the donations last time. Those impossibly huge blank sway with every breath. How does she even walk with those? We have rooms, silly, but I want to speak with you before you left. Is that okay? We're all a lot more relaxed once the sun is up. So that's Maddie. She doesn't seem interested in attacking me, so she's either playing the long con or things are looking up. Either way, my options are limited to acceptance. Yeah, sure, what's up? She smiles and I smile back. I think it's a fear response. Yeah. Maddie said, "You're getting the hang of things. Do you feel at home yet?" So I'm taken aback by the choice of conversation topic. Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. But I guess I'm doing a pretty good job, so she may be onto something. Yeah, a little. I'm still getting my head around everything though.
You'll get there.
And so yeah, Maddie said, "You'll get there. We're all relying on it." Huh? Maddie said, "We all hope you do well. You're important to us." Encouragement is nice, even if Maddie's particular brand of encouragement is a touch of ominous.
So, about your date with Nile.
My what?
She's there right now, waiting for you.
Yeah, your date with Nile. I was thinking that you two could go to the campground by the lighthouse. She's there now waiting for you. This is certainly a development. I don't have a date with Nile. I don't think Nile even likes me. I think she might actually hate me.
There's a thin line between love and hate, sweetie.
Oh, and another donation, Casual Gaming Nostalgia. Thank you very much. I'll make it up to you again. For sure, I promise I always make it up to the people who donate. One way or another.
There's an even thinner line between love and pain.
When Maddie says that, it is ominous. Yeah, it is ominous. It's becoming more than just a touch ominous, like what he said. Regardless, I think I'm on the bad side of those lines. That doesn't matter. What matters is how excited you are. You deserve it. Well, you deserve the best from me. You guys deserve the best from me, which is why I'm giving you the best content. And again, thank you very much for the donation. I try to do my best. I try to make the best high quality content out of whatever equipment I have. So again, thank you very much. So yeah, did I read this? That doesn't matter. What matters is how excited you are. Excited for what? The date. But as we've previously established, I'm not going on a date.
Aw, but don't you want to?
She says Nile's very pretty, isn't she? So yeah, hi to those Nile fans. I can't argue with that. I mean, yeah, of course, she's stunning. And she has those intense, alluring eyes. They are pretty alluring. Maybe? And not to mention, Maddie says, not to mention that supple, curvaceous body that's begging to be taken. This is why we have censors. I cannot show this in YouTube, even though there really isn't nothing to be seen. So Maddie steps towards me again, and I find myself retreating back without thinking. I trip over my chair and fall back into it. I would do the same thing. That's honestly kinda scary. Are you feeling comfortable, sweetie? I can't tell if I'm scared or something. Maybe it's both. Oh god, am I one of those people? What, worries? Regardless, I manage a quick nod before she leans in closer and her voice drops to a low whisper. Good. Now, Nile. Her hand snakes its way down from my shoulder. I don't want to read that, but again, skipping it, she's strong but she doesn't squeeze too hard, opting instead to slowly drag her fingers along my giant biceps. Not gonna read that also. You're afraid of her, intimidated by her attitude, but she's a good girl beneath it all, says Maddie.
Like you just want a little attention.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. She said it. I don't need to read this. Okay, Maddie, my eyes drift down without any fault of my own. From the angle I'm sitting at, I can almost perfectly see. Not gonna say it. Wait. I want to show you guys this little dude. Wait, what is that? A little man? What is he doing there? How long has he been there? He looks so innocent, and yet in those eyes I can see such a deep spiritual wisdom. It's like I'm staring into the void that contains all, the voice that asks all the fundamental questions of life, and the tome that grants all the answers. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who this guy is, it's Aquapollo's, I'm not sure how to pronounce Aquapollo's, icon, logo. So it's one of the developers of In Heat. That's basically him. So this guy is, something big in the, creation of In Heat. He's something very iconic there. I feel as though I've known this little man for all my life, and yet meeting him fills me with excitement and a childlike joy that I haven't felt in years. I can feel my mother's love and see my father's stern guidance in his gaze. I hear the voice of my favorite singer and can watch the masterful brushstrokes of the great painters of old. Without a word, this little man has captivated me beyond anything I have ever seen before, and I would weep were I not frozen in admiration. You should! Basically, this game wouldn't exist without this little dude, one of the developers. All I can do is stare on, hoping that this moment will never end, and knowing that even if it should, its impact will be forever felt from this day until my very last. That's high admiration. Okay.
Okay, sweetie, go get
Okay. No! We have to censor this. Almost! Well, just remove this image. Wait. Okay. Okay, sweetie. Go get her. All hail Aquapollo. Yeah, all hail Aquapollo. If it weren't for him, we won't even have this game. Oh god, I didn't hear a word of that. What was she saying? Quick, I just have to pretend to know. You're right. I'll catch the next tram, rather. Nailed it. Alright. Time to put my image back where it belongs. We don't need any more, sensors. Alright. The employee trams are busy this time of the day. When every night shift worker finishes their ordeal in the day, shift takes their turn. I'm lucky enough to get a seat, but that's just because I missed the first tram out. We are simply the overflow. It's crazy to think how many people it really takes to keep this machine running. I don't see many of them while I'm working, but I'm in a pretty specialist role. I see some mechanics on their way back from servicing the tram systems. One of them is half asleep and resting his head on the other's shoulder. I see some hotel staff standing in the corner laughing amongst themselves about the drunken antics of guests stealing swigs out of a canteen they pass between each other. What's a swig? I don't know what a swig is actually. I see a fellow security guard and I give him the nod, but he doesn't give it back. I guess I haven't earned it yet. I overhear a few casino workers to my left murmuring about missing out on seeing Nile that shift. Little do they know, I'm on my way to meet her. A special date just for me. I feel a very brief superiority before it's overtaken by excitement. Sure, I didn't hear Maddie's explanation of what the date was going to be, but she sounded very convincing that things would be good. I have to try to keep my imagination subdued as I count the stops between the office and the hiking trail. The tram eventually pulls into my station. Hopefully whatever awaits me is worth the hike. Okay, here we are. I'm not too familiar with the trail, but the lighthouse in the distance acts as my guide as I slowly trek my way through it. There are times that I stumble or have to take a break. Those serve as great reminders that I just worked a full shift before this, but Maddie's promise of an eager version of Nile does a lot to keep a guy motivated. Alright. I'm still following the trail towards the lighthouse when I approach a clearing. A gentle whimper catches my attention and I quickly duck behind a nearby tree. In the clearing, sitting in front of a gently smoldering fire pit is Nile. The lovely, elegant empress of the island is hunched forward, crying into her hands with her shoulders shaking with each gut-wrenching sob. Why is she crying though? Her back is turned to me, so thankfully I'm not spotted. I really should have listened to what Maddie had to say. I imagined she warned me about this. I'm left feeling like I should cut my losses and get out of here before she figures out she's not alone. However, when I try to leave, I hear her breath catch in her throat and another soft whimper leaves her, and I find that I'm unable to go anywhere. Maddie may have been wrong about the nature of it, but more than ever I feel like she needs me. There she is, yep, there she is, although I think, yeah, she is crying though. I really don't know why. I have to read the whole thing. Reluctantly, I leave my hiding place and start across the clearing towards the fire pit. I keep my footsteps quiet so I don't startle her. As I get closer, I can pick up a few quiet words between the tears. What am I going to do?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, what is wrong with her? I stop just far enough away that I might have a chance to run if she doesn't take too kindly. Just doesn't take too kindly to my support. Her ear twitches as the grass gently crunches beneath my boots. I take a deep breath and summon my courage. Hey,
What are you doing here?
Ah, well, I should have expected that reaction. But I'm in too deep to turn back now. I just wanted to ask if you're okay. You're crying. I'm not crying. Your mascara's running.
I wasn't crying.
There are some battles that we're not meant to win. Alright, you weren't crying. I am perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You can go. Nothing's wrong with you. I saw that.
Quiet.
You know, it's okay to cry. I wasn't crying. Did something happen? Do you need to talk about it? I wasn't crying! My mother once told me I didn't know when to quit, and I'm starting to think she was right. Even in the face of an angry Nile, I just couldn't bring myself to leave. My gut tells me that I should stay, and I've always listened to it, for better or for worse. Okay, you weren't crying.
Finally, you listen.
You know, it's so easy if they just say it so I don't need to read more. It's so easy if they have voice acting. But if I agree that you weren't crying, will you let me stick around and keep you company? I could see her weighing the options, namely the trouble of trying to convince me to leave and the consequences of simply killing me. Eventually, with a sigh, she turns her back on me again. I take that as a silent agreement and join her on the bench. We sit there for a while, neither of us saying anything. She's waiting for me to get bored and leave. I'm waiting for her to get frustrated and say something. Unfortunately, it seems like she's better at handling awkward silences, so I'm the one to break it. Did you see that one guy that Poppy had tonight? The one that brought an urn with him? I think that was his wife or something. Does that count as a blank? Nile gives me a strange side-eye look, and I can see her lips fighting to keep a smile away. But that one guy that Maddie was with, he couldn't remember her name when he wanted to request her. He just kept asking for mommy and pointing. Mommy Maddie, that's what we call her. That's what the fans call her. That's what I call her, a big mommy, a big fox mommy. I honestly thought it was It was a blank thing until she finally broke down and asked me who she was.
Why are you telling me all of this?
I shrug. I don't know. Just felt like you needed a distraction. She sighs and shakes her head. Why are you even here? Maybe it was just my fantastic intuition, but I'm starting to feel like Maddie was just making stuff up. Regardless, I can't bring myself to tell on her. Instead, I just shrug again. I just wanted to go for a walk and got lucky.
Lucky?
What else would you call it when you find yourself sitting next to a beautiful woman? Wow, the dude has, as the kids call it nowadays, the dude has riz. Yeah, I'm like old and I'm using those kinds of terms, kinda awkward, but yeah, it is what it is. Despite herself, I finally earned that smile, albeit a small and brief one.
I accept your flattery. This time.
I'm hoping you'll accept it every time because there's plenty more of it. That catches her attention. She tries to look disinterested, but her tail is swaying. Such as, one moment, gotta drink up. Back to the story, such as... And my mother tried to tell me that being a blank would never get me anywhere. Now I think about it, my mother probably shouldn't have been saying that to a 6-year-old. You've got... The hard part is picking one trait. Nile is by every metric a very attractive woman. Or furry. A great voice. Acceptable.
Acceptable?
Not many can be as entrancing with a single word. Your nails look very pretty. Did you get a manicure? I may have.
Keep going. Compliment me more.
Textbook Nile. I guess I'm not in for it for the long haul. Sure. How about your hair is... I keep complimenting her for what feels like hours, paving over her hurt feelings with endless praise. By the end, I'm starting to run out of things to mention. And I think your elbows really don't get the credit they deserve. They're sharp, but not pointy. There's a real elegance there. The dude just praised her elbows because he's running out of things to say. Man, this dude, I have to give it to him. He's creative, so to speak. I don't even remember how I got the elbow. I think I started just moving through all the joints. My back of the knee comment was a master stroke. The writers are so good. But now I'm out of those too. Let's see, your eyes are... She looks at me and I'm left frozen as we lock eyes. I don't think I've ever noticed just how lovely they really are. Those striking yellow irises, the carefully styled eyeshadow. Even after crying, they were... beautiful.
Is that so?
Yeah, they really are. As if on autopilot, my hand reaches over towards her, my eyes still lost in that golden gaze. She snaps out of it before I do, but whether it's rejection or simply a naturally bashful response to sudden intimacy, I can't say.
I am glad you can recognize quality when you see it.
It's not just me though. You're a star, Nile. Everyone knows how great you are. The silence falls suddenly and harshly. Not sure what exactly I did, but clearly it's my fault. When in doubt, blame yourself. My mother taught me that. I should probably see a therapist or something. I'm not calling you conceited or anything, by the way. You carry yourself just fine. What's with this atmosphere? I'm dying here. Nile, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? I hear a gentle whine. She's struggling to hold back tears. Those beautiful eyes, those adorable... Yeah. I mean, the cat's eyes. They have the... even real cats, they have that certain charm to it. Like, it's alluring, I think, if that's the correct term. So, they're trying to make Niles look like that. If you need to talk, I'm here to listen. I won't tell anyone. It'll just be between you and me. She takes a slow, shaky breath and steadies herself. If I tell you and you say anything to anyone, I won't.
Swear.
There's a bitterness to her tone that I can't shake. It makes me wonder how many times she's made this plea and had it fall on deaf ears. I swear, I won't say a word. Earlier tonight, before I came to the club, I had a special customer. He requested me specifically and paid extra for the privilege because he wanted what Diamond Straits advertises. You.
Yes.
Yes.
But not just me.
The version of me in the films, the elegant, intimidating villainess that bends men to her will. I never saw those movies. Now I think about it, it probably would have helped to do at least some amount of research before coming to work here. And what's wrong with that? SGK707, hey dude! Nile visibly prickles at the question.
Because that's not me.
Those films were made before I was born. I have no more connection with them than you do. Well, yeah, but it's just a character, right? Isn't that what you girls do? Nile pauses, and I shut up long enough to let her find her next words. I couldn't be what he wanted me to be. He wanted me to do things to him. Things that are, I don't know. I hate even remembering it. It's okay. Just take it step by step. What did he want you to do? Do you like scary movies? Yeah, I'm a fan of scary movies, but yeah, there's a certain standard that I want to meet for me to enjoy. So yeah, I have that certain standard, if that's what you're asking. But scary movies in general, if it's a good story, yeah, I'll enjoy it. I like it. What did he want you to do? Mumbles. Huh? Mumbles, but slightly louder. Didn't quite catch that.
He wanted me to dominate him, talk dirty, call him a filthy pig, smother him with my body, and use him until he's a dried out withered mess to be tossed away.
That is very, very, vivid. Oh, I'm not one of those now too, am I? And that's bad? Nile sighs. It's what the public wants from me. But it's not you. She nods gently.
It's not me.
What happened? You know, with the customer? Nile slumps further forward.
I tried my best.
He didn't give me enough time. It wasn't my fault. Did he hurt you? Worse. Nile sighs deeply. He complained to management. He said I wasn't what was advertised, and they said Sammy to replace me. You can go, he said. He dismissed me, like I was the help, like I was lesser. Oh. He goes silent for a while, and I can hear the gentle sniffle of a girl trying her best to keep it together. Everything comes naturally to her. It's effortless, and the worst part is, when she came in, she smiled at me and told me that it was okay, and I resented her for that. She felt sorry for me, even while she was overshadowing me. Niles wipes the tears from her eyes again and gives a hollow, bitter laugh.
Pathetic.
Deep down, she knows that's what I am. They all do. They can smell it. It's a lot to take in, but at the same time, it feels like I'm looking at the real Nile for the first time. It's raw and it's messy, but I don't think you're pathetic. She looks at me with wide, wet eyes. You don't have to be Sammy, and you don't have to be the movie character. You just have to be you. And anyone who thinks that's not good enough is missing out on a terrific, beautiful woman. Wow, this guy knows what women want. What women want, yeah. Well, furries want. I won't pretend that I know the right words to say, or even that I'm the right person to say anything at all. I'm making it up as I go along, saying what I feel the moment it comes to my head. So this guy's a natural ladies' man, basically. But whatever the case, it seems to be getting through to her, and I can see just a glint of hope in those sad eyes.
Do you really mean that?
Scout's honor. She pauses. Scout's what? Scout's honor. It's a Boy Scout thing. You were a Boy Scout? Oh. Yeah, sorta. For a while. My mom said that the uniform made me look fat, and the other scouts were laughing behind my back. I should really call her. With the little scarves? Yep. And the shorts? I hated the shorts. It reminds me of Russell from that Disney movie, Up. Yeah. Naya looks me up and down, and for the first time in a while, I see a faint smile tug at her lips. What? Nothing. It teaches good life skills. Of course. I can tie a knot really well. I'm sure you can. And start a fire with nothing but a pile of sticks. Vital for any situation. You can laugh. Nile starts to laugh, and after a while, I can't help but join in. I think the absurdity of the situation just finally hits, and neither of us can bring ourselves to stop until tears are stinging at our eyes, and our sides are starting to hurt. When we finally stop, it feels like we've gotten closer since we started. That's not figurative. I think she's literally closer to me on the bench. Suddenly, I feel a stray hand wandering across my thigh, and my eyes quickly find hers staring directly at me. Hi? Her expression is strangely serious. For a second, I'm worried that she's going to jump me. Instead, she just keeps her hand pressed to my thigh, exploring. Not gonna read this. Maybe it's all the thinking about my mom, or respect for the very real emotional vulnerability she's going through, but she's not going to find much. What are you doing? No, not reading that. Well, this is taking a turn. I never thought this would happen at all, let alone twice in one day. I'm just...
What? So I'm not good enough for you either?
I don't know. I think Nile is just missing the point. I didn't say that. Suddenly, that exploratory stroke. Nile, that kinda hurt. You think you can make fun of me? Is that it? Make me lower my guard so you can have your laughs? I'm not laughing.
Who do you think you are?
You're just a security guard. Do you know who I am? I'm Nile. People fly across the world to see me. You know, that's actually really good confidence, I think. It really hurts now. No, downsides of being a gentleman. Yeah. The downsides of having just too much riz in you. Her grip is getting tighter and tighter. Any hope I have of circulation to my toes is becoming a faint memory. She stares daggers at me, and finally she lets go, standing up from the bench in a huff.
If you tell anyone what I told you.
I won't. She glares at me for a while longer, as though she's trying to see right through me. Oh, the eyes again. I catch a strange tint of color in her eyes, a stark contrast to the usual gold irises. It's entrancing. It's entrancing. I wonder how she does that. It's all swirly and purple. In a flash, the gold returns to her eyes and a tinge of frustration shows in her face before she turns away and storms off. Bye-bye, Nile. I try calling her after her, but she seems determined to be as far away from me as possible. With a sigh, I slump onto the bench and watch her disappear into the distance. I never thought I'd be disappointed in myself for not getting an inappropriately timed blank. After a few more minutes of feeling sorry for myself, I pull myself back to my feet and start up the trail I came from. As disappointed as I am, it's not like I'm not going to see her at work later tonight. There'll be time to fix things. Maybe some guys would be turned off or scared by what Nile showed me today, but if anything, I feel like I wanted to spend even more time with her. For better or for worse, what I got was a glimpse of the real Nile, and there's a lot to be said for the beauty in broken things. It doesn't hurt that she's also drop-dead gorgeous, so he really likes Nile. And Sammy. That's not too shallow, is it? Nah, I'm sure it's fine. The trams have emptied by now. Most night workers are already in bed, and most day workers already at their stations. It makes the trip back a lot less crowded, but a lot more lonely. I wonder how Nile got back. She didn't take the tram, so I hope it wasn't too long of a journey for her. It can't be an easy trek barefoot like that. It's hard to stay awake, even as the sun's hanging high in the sky. At least I still have a good 10 or so hours before work, so I should be able to get a good day's sleep in. Alright. The tram slows to a gentle stop as we reach my station. I depart and make the long journey back to my apartment. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have come up with a better lie. I could have said that I just respected her too much, or maybe there'd been a death in the family. Whoa, too dark. That excuse is too dark. I'm distracted enough in my musings that I don't even notice the short tanuki girl outside my apartment door until I'm almost bumping into her. She makes her presence known in a surprisingly authoritative voice. Okay. Music is too high, I think. I just lowered it a bit.
Welcome home, Employee 20.
Oh, it's Cassidy. Did you enjoy your outing? I probably should have expected that. Maddie and I talked about it very clearly in a room filled with cameras. What I didn't expect is who would be accosting me about it. The short, cute monster girl with thick glasses and a faint glimmer in her emerald eyes. Yeah, it was productive. Got a lot of surveying done. Familiarized myself with the island more. I'm hoping that at least sounds half believable. It at least sounds half believable.
You can forgo the deception.
We know where you were and what you were doing. Oh well, I'm boned. I didn't mean to overstep any boundaries. It was a coincidence, really. I just thought I didn't think. It was just... Amusement gleams in her eye and a wry smirk stretches across her lips.
You've got a guilty conscience.
I guess I could expect that from a former Boy Scout. Either Nile is mad enough at me to start running her mouth, or there's a microphone in the bench. Or on me. Oh, why am I wearing a wire? I didn't do anything. You spent quality time with Nile. There's nothing wrong with that. There isn't? Wait, I'm not in trouble?
Of course not.
We were planning on providing her a ticket so that she could vent some of her frustrations on her own volition, but then you came along. Taking initiative is admirable, maybe for your instincts for how we do things here are better than we anticipated. Strangely, it seems like they don't know about my conversation with Maddie earlier today. He's the only reason I even went there. Part of me feels like I should say something, but another part, the stronger part, says that it would be best to keep things quiet. I only just got here. I don't need to get any of the girls in trouble unnecessarily. My mom always did say I had good instincts. She said I had good instincts for making the worst possible decisions at the worst possible time. It's more of a partial quote, like the customer is always right, or great minds think alike. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. I'm getting distracted.
A right man in the wrong place makes all the difference.
But I will be noting the fixation on your mother in your file. Sweet, I have a file. Oh no, I have a file. I hope it's mostly good things in there. Don't worry about the file. Alright. I'm worrying about the file.
Now.
Don't make a habit of it. Getting too attached this early on in your career could be disastrous. That's not my intention. It's not? It's not. You're not developing feelings for the stars? No.
Liar.
I'm not lying.
You like them.
She sounds like a 3-year-old. Oh, real mature. I could explain the exact physiological indications that give you away, but that would eat up a lot of time. I can't read this one for the life of me, but she scares me a little. Now, get up to your room and get some rest. We need you back in the club tonight for another shift. We expect it to be quite busy. The girl walks past me and I feel something fuzzy run along my leg, drawing what I can only describe as an eek from me before I realize it's just her tail brushing against me as she passes. I think she did that on purpose. You know, I think she likes the security guy. That's what I think, at least. I think I hear her giggle, but I can't be sure. Good night, I guess. She stops where she is, the long fluffy hairs on her tail bristling briefly before she takes a moment to settle herself, and looks back at me with a cool, disinterested glance. It's morning, idiot. Ah, right.
We look forward to seeing your progress.
Okay, sleep tight. We look forward to seeing your progress. Sorry about that. A plane goes overhead, and the sound draws my attention for just one moment. You keep saying we. Do you mean... By the time I lower my eyes again, she's gone. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that she can make as quick a getaway as she does an entrance, but I still spend a few seconds trying to spot where she disappeared to before I admit defeat. She must have meant the corporation. That would make sense. Or maybe there's just another tanuki somewhere, maybe a cowboy or something. So that's Cassidy, basically. I don't know if they're saying, hey, Cassidy is here, she's still in the game, or that's just a reference of what she could have become. Not sure. Nah, that'd be stupid. So yeah, I think they're washing off the idea that Cassidy is in the game, but I still hope she is. I make my way into my apartment and quickly get ready for bed. It isn't until I'm just about ready to faceplant into the mattress that I realize just how tired I really am. I guess the the excitement of the day just got the better of me, or maybe it was the 4 coffees I had with lunch. With a yawn, I feel sleep start to take me. I give one last glance over to my alarm clock to make sure that the alarm is set for the right time and let go. I dream of fluffy tails and powerful hands. He's dreaming of Cass and Nile now. What a weird way to start my career. Okay, and that is it. That is it for Nile's Date. So yeah, I think the character development for Cass is going. I think it's going to the angle where she kind of likes you. I think, not sure though. But yeah, that's it. Did I miss any comments? I think she likes him more like a tool she need to reach her goal. Yeah, possibly she's using you as a tool, or maybe she's I don't know, trying to get you to like her, basically trying to get the security guard to like her so that she can use you, or maybe she genuinely likes you. We don't really know, but it is interesting. And yeah, when the story develops, when the updates come, let's talk about more on Kaz when that comes, because as you can see, there's Misty, there's Maddie, there's Ari, and then there's Kaz. The last one, pretty sure they're gonna, put the Kaz update last. And yeah. Anyway, I think we're all good. Yep. So that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching my short and quick storytime stream of Nile's Date. Anyway, this is Angel Zero Gaming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Casual Gaming Nostalgia for the donation. And have a great day. See you guys. Happy weekend. Bye.